If you're anything like me, then last week you woke up to the astonishing news that scientists have discovered a new species of human in a South African cave, and you immediately thought, holy shit, how did those people survive for so long? How did no one know they were there? And most importantly, if they're a different species but still human, is it considered bestiality if you have sex with them? And then, of course, if again, you're like me, you would have woken up a bit, read the article, and realized that these people have been dead for quite some time. So having sex with them would technically be necrophilia. Or osteophilia, considering that they're just a pile of bones. Realizing they were all dead was a bit of a downer, but as I read more about this expedition, it got more exciting again. The lead researcher of the Rising Star expedition, Lee Berger, was actually under quite a bit of criticism prior to this revelation because of his weird sort of tactics in choosing team members. He apparently specifically sought out new scientists who didn't have a lot of experience. And also, he was searching for people using social media like Facebook and Twitter. It made sense that Berger would cast a wide net, though, considering how difficult it was to get to the bones he was interested in. They were located through a cave system that included a tunnel 7 inches in diameter, and then another slightly more terrifying tunnel that was a whole foot in diameter, but also included both a horizontal and vertical portion, all of which was about 100 feet underground. No, thank you. So Berger needed a very specialized crew of people who were archaeologists and paleontologists who were also well-trained as excavators and spelunkers who were tiny enough to fit into these narrow passageways while still dragging around their huge metaphorical testicles. And ironically enough, all 6 of the crew members ended up being women. The huge number of bones brought back to these researchers have created a really fascinating picture that actually complicates our knowledge of human evolution. And that's the best kind of scientific discovery to make, the one that ends up asking more questions than it answers. The species is a mix of modern and ancient traits. It probably spent a lot of time walking upright, but it also seemed to have spent a lot of time in trees. The teeth, the front teeth are more modern, while the back molars are more ancient. And the skull is globular like ours, but has a very tiny little brain, which, feel free to just insert your own topical joke, probably about GOP presidential candidates. And all of this is sending a very loud signal that researchers everywhere need to be a little bit more careful about extrapolating from incomplete specimens. It shows us that once you have the complete set of bones, you might be really surprised by some of the weird mix of traits you end up with. In other words, this expedition is some truly next-level science, and it's really inspiring to see so many awesome women as an integral part of it. I know that if I had read a news story like this when I was a little girl, I would have been thrilled to know that my weirdo dream of being a mountain climbing ballerina scientist was not as far-fetched as many people led me to believe. It's too late for me now. I mean, look at me. I like pizza too much. But it's not too late for all of the future mountain climbing ballerina scientists out there.